Welcome back, everybody, to the Breachers VRML. I'm your host, Gibular Bob, and we're back here before our Thanksgiving break week, which is coming up in just a few days, with a wonderful matchup between RE.LOAD and the Peckham family. Peckham family are more commonly known as Havoc before they went through a little bit of a rebrand. I don't know if it's temporary like how Acer did with those who know, but we do have the Peckham family instead of Havoc here. And RE.LOAD, a team that's drawn some interest as of late. They've successfully reached the number 10 spot, and they are close to breaking into the top 7. So a win against the Peckham family here might push them further along, and if the Peckham family wins this, they could have another shot at breaking into the top 7. So both teams going to be fighting very fiercely for this one. Let's take a look at the matchup data. RE.LOAD have that 8-4 record, and the Peckham family 7-4-2. That means 7 games won, 4 games lost, and 2 games tied. So almost as impressive as the RE.LOAD game, but Peckham family just picking up a few extra ties and 1 less win. So let me grab you the map data here as we get ready for this matchup. The map bans are Dam and Ship, so we will not see the number 2 map from the Peckham family. We'll not see the number 1 map from RE.LOAD, excuse me. Map 1 is going to be Arctic, and that should have been the pick of Peckham family, which I will verify quickly. Oh no, wait, RE.LOAD was the home team. So RE.LOAD must be feeling confident with the Arctic pick here. They played 90 rounds there. They've won 57% of those. And comparatively, the Peckham family have actually won the same percentage, but they've played less on Arctic. So we'll see how things go, as I've given the teams the signal to go ahead and get started with the game. And we are going to go ahead and get to our first map of this series, which is going to be Arctic. And what a day for breaching it is here this Friday night evening. I think if Nightfire were here, he'd call it a Friday night fight. I think that's what he's been calling it. Hopefully I got that right. But we do see RE.LOAD on the offense, Peckham family over on the defense. In roster day for RE.LOAD, Stalemate, Marku, Cream Baby 1 and 2, and Smith. And over on Peckham family, Havoc, whatever you want to call them, they've got some Formula 2, Formula 3, Retalker, Mr. Peckham, Tuna, Reaps, and Plumber. As we go ahead and get started with our very first round of this Arctic map. And RE.LOAD are going to want to have a strong offense to start off here, but it is thought to be more of a defender-sided map, so we'll see. Havoc are a team with some seriously good shooters, as Mr. Peckham and Tuna and Plumber controlling that green hallway, looking to play an aggressive defense here, which sounds a little redundant, but you'll get what I'm saying here in just a second. Marku picks up that foam, heading over into Jim. RE.LOAD have to play this carefully. They don't want to lose first pick to Peckham family. Tuna in hallway, looking to jiggle and may find Cream Baby 1, but we do not have a winner of that gunfight just yet. Stalemate picks up that foam as Marku hanging out over in Jim still. Mr. Peckham in green hallway as Tuna and Cream Baby 1 just exchanging some fire. And we do see Cream Baby find Retalker, but get refragged by Mr. Peckham, but Smith will catch that refrag as Tuna looking for one as well. But Stalemate and Smith not going down. Cream maybe one, looks to push. But Tuna will find that kill, and it's now a 3 versus 3. But Smith is down to just 1 health. It looked like momentum could go either way. Plumber swings out. They find Marku. And look at the switch up over here. They're inside A. Stalemate going for that plant. And Reaps might find the kill onto Smith here. As Smith caught looking the other way. And Stalemate finds themselves in a 1 versus 3. Reaps, Tuna moving into lockers. And here you go. With the numbers advantage like this, Plumber just gets to stick. But they let go as Stalemate finds not just 1 but 2. Can they take out a 3rd for the win here? And we're seeing plenty of time fall away from Plumber, who's going to get aggressive. They're going to play it at the window, but Stalemate realizes, oh my goodness, look at the swing out! Very well played by Plumber, as they will claim this first round for Peckham family, and there is just barely enough time, 4 seconds left on the clock. And Havoc, Peckham family, whatever you want to call them, will take round 1 of of Arctic defense. Let's take a look at the clip here. Absolutely beautiful shot by Plumber. Very nice run out. I just don't think Stalemate was expecting that. Stalemate was doing the right thing in that scenario, not playing too close to the window, not getting too aggressive, because in that scenario, you really don't need to be pushing on the EMP like that. You just listen for the audio cue, and you try and shoot the person while they're defusing. But when you have a solid battle sense, as we saw Peckham family did there, you know, you can make that call, go up to the window, and catch that player off guard. That's exactly what happened to Stalemate there, and we'll see if RE.LOAD can find some more ego to work with here. Maybe drop one of these Vezins, but it doesn't look like either Retalk or Reaps are going to be too keen to drop one of those rifles. 2 minutes 20 on the clock as we get started with round number 2. Frag tossed in, but it doesn't take out the trip mines, crucially. Stalemate. Cream Baby won with the drop on Plumber. I did not spot that at all. Here comes the drone heading over to the B corner, and RE.LOAD are going to try and get control over this corner, get that EMP down and planted. They will have to contest with that static field emitter. Mr. Peckham playing close. Retalker back sight right now. They have not just 1 but 2 rifles to worry about, and Retalker will immediately find a pick. They're going to look for the second onto Smith. Meanwhile, the rest of RE.LOAD has opened up the B corner over into materials, and Retalker is still hanging in the back of the site, waiting for Smith to show their character model so Retalker can find that pick. Minute 20 is Mr. Peckham going for the swing, and Cream Baby just wasn't able to cover Stalemate. And we'll pay dearly for that. And Cream Baby goes down to that second Vezin from Reaps. And crucially for the Peckham family, they still have 2 rifles up. They did not lose any heals. They did not lose either one of those rifles. So, really not the best follow-up round for RE.LOAD. It was difficult, no matter which way you slice it with 2 of those Vezins, but I don't know if they got enough picks to really call it a good follow-up round. And heading into round 3 here, let's take a look at that scoreboard. As the Peckham family, 5 rifles in hand, RE.LOAD have to manage with just 4. Cream Baby 2 could potentially get a pick off of one of these Peckham family players and nab one of those rifles, but that's easier said than done. We're seeing some decent strategy here from RE.LOAD, but they just haven't been able to make anything stick against Peckham family so far, and Stalemate looking to take out those trip mines. Good bait. Some explosions go off. Trip mines have been baited out. Fragmentation grenade tossed by the Peckham family. Does not find one, but Plumber was in gym. And if Tuna goes down, Plumber's going to be in kind of a losing situation here. We'll see if they can maybe find a pick on a Cream Baby as well. No! Cream Baby finds that kill. And the wall to Jim has been foamed. Cream Baby 2 is over by Site A, and Retalker's going to look for that Cloaker. Cream Baby 2. Retalker just spotted the leg of that Cloak player. And they are down by 1 over on Reload. Mr. Peckham making their way through the green hallway, but Cream Baby finds that kill. Retalker making their way through cafeteria. It's a 3 versus 3 with 1:10 left on the clock. Tuna and Reaps are both playing middle site B. Stalemate looking to get that EMP planted. Reaps finding Smith. And Retalker pinching finds Stalemate. And it's now just down to Cream Baby 1 in that 1 versus 3. And it does not happen as Reaps finds the kill onto Cream Baby 2. Gonna make this a quick little hat trick for Peckham family. And I think we're seeing the difference here between the skill level of these teams so far. You are looking at Reloaded Diamond team against Peckham family, which is Master right now. And it is tough because, well, you know, there is a pretty big separation between the number 1 team and then numbers 2 through 5 or 6, I'd say. Acer manages to beat every opponent that they play, and then the teams below them, 2 through 6, are kind of at their own level, and then you've got 7, 8, which I think usually have their own skill level, and then you've got your diamond tier teams below that. And it becomes, as we move through the season, I think we start to see really kind of these branches form, or these walls that you really have to topple over if you want to break into the top 10. And when you're a diamond team like Reload, you know, I wonder if they just need a little more practice against Peckham family. But we are on 3rd round, and what Reload needs to do right now is find some offensive momentum. If they can get 1 round, maybe 2, they could have a superb defense. Remember, they've played more rounds. They played 90 rounds here. Reload has, and they've won 57% of those rounds. Plumber droned out, and they may look for a swing here with that Omen. Baiting out shots. Stalemate playing the corner there. Smith may get caught here by Plumber. There goes the smoke, and Stalemate's going to push on to Plumber there. Oh my goodness, what a headshot as they find that kill, and 1.5 on the clock. Retalker was over in the back of Cloak Museum and did not find the kill, but Cream Baby 1 picks up a lot of damage. And Marku versus Retalker, what a swing from Retalker. They find that kill, and it is now a 4 versus 4 with Peckham family arguably having the better defensive position here. Frag tossed into the smoke, doesn't find anybody. Tuna looking for a kill. Reaps has picked up some damage. They're tossing a frag, and that was an F tier frag, actually. Almost hit their own teammate. 55 seconds on the clock. Tuna doing such a good job of applying that pressure over on A, but they do go down. Reaps tossing that smoke, and only 45 seconds left on the clock. Retalker's going to get pinched here by Cream Baby 2. They're going to look for a head peek kill. Reaps finding Cream Baby 1 as they are still dissecting the push here, but Retalker goes down to Cream Baby 2, and this opens the door for Reload to get that EMP planted. Reaps finds 1, finding 2. They're going to look for the 3rd, going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold to Reaps. Very, very nice round there, and fantastic 1v3 clutch up for Reaps. And it looked like RE.LOAD may have had that round there for a moment, but it just didn't come to fruition. They had a good pinch going, but in the end, you do have, I think we do see a little bit better gun skill from Peckham family. I think strategy itself is where RE.LOAD is really shining. Some of these plays are very, very well thought out, and they're getting good map control. They're taking space very well. But I think where we're seeing here is they're just losing some of their gunfights. You can have good strategy, but if you're losing some of these gunfights, that could be a problem. I wouldn't hop on the bandwagon of RE.LOAD isn't a good team. I don't think that's a wise thing to say. We've only seen their offensive half so far. And again, their positioning and the way they play their teammates has been effective here. It's just coming down to that gun skill. As you see, there's stalemate finding Retalker. And already, Havoc have given up 2 players at the start of this round. And they've made a lot of work for Tuna, Reaps, and Plumber, who have managed to do some impressive work so far, but when you're 2 players down, this might be a little concerning. Smith finding the kill onto Tuna. Have the Peckham family just gotten a little bit too over-aggressive here? It's now just down to Plumber and Reaps, who, if they play off of each other well, may be able to find this round for their team, but it's going to be difficult. And I think what we're about to see is a fast breach from RE.LOAD, but it looks like they may outplay themselves a little bit here and just kind of push in the wrong side. Plumber finding the kill onto 1 and is going to look for for Plumber. Reaps taking out 1 as it's just down to stalemate, and Marku and Reaps just gets pushed on by stalemate, and it's a 4-1 game with RE.LOAD now entering the match. Been a rough first 4 rounds for RE.LOAD, but they did manage to find that 5th one, and the door is now open for them to take that second round and go 4-2 into the second half. But of course, Havoc can still go 5-1. And if the Peckham family go 5-1, it could be a map win for them. At the very least, a tie. It's usually, if you go into the second half with that 5-1 score, it becomes very, very difficult to... whoops. I gotta get the scoreboard out. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Becomes very, very difficult to pull ahead in that second half if you are 5-1. You just have to win so many rounds back-to-back, and you can't give up even one if you want to call it a map win. We'll see what RE.LOAD does here. Maybe they can find some success, go 4-2 into the second half, and then have a great defense. This is the first time I've casted for this RE.LOAD team, so I haven't gotten the chance to see how they play their defense here. But Cream Baby 1 finding the kill on Plumber. But the thing about Peckham family here is that they're just not playing anybody off site. Except for Plumber, who did go down, but the rest of their players are sticking to site, which is smart. This has been the way that they've been winning so far, is by sticking to their site, not getting too aggressive. Marku upstairs looking for, is there a hatch up there? Oh, frag toss in the back of server room, and Stalemate looking to move into the server corner, but there is a very nice instant from Reaps. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, it wasn't. It didn't actually go far enough, and that's opened the door for reload here, but Reaps does manage to take out one. EMP has been planted, though, so now Havoc are on the clock. Only 45 seconds left. Marku still just holding upstairs. Oh, there's the hatch. I didn't realize there was a hatch there. Stalemate standing up on the table, but Reaps takes out one with explosive pace, and Smith might find one, but no, look at the team power here from Havoc. They just take out all of those reload players, and here comes a drop from Marku, but a quick refrag from RE.LOAD. Finds that 5-1 game for the Peckham family. 2 rounds, and will be out of map 1. A shout out if you're in the chat right now. Emerald, Ivis, Tanky, TTV Josiah, Utase. Welcome everybody. Splixy, Jai Guy. Great to see everybody here showing support for the stream. If you do enjoy the stream, make sure to leave a like. And if you're new to the Breachers VRML channel and you would love to see more action just like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you never miss an upload. Tomorrow, we're going to have another really fun game, Acer versus Formula 3, which once again, we'll see if Formula 3 can finally take a game against Acer. After many, many attempts, we'll see if it actually happens. But right now, we're here with RE.LOAD versus Havoc. Smith picks up quite a bit of damage. Not ideal for RE.LOAD. And Marku might get caught here by Plumber. They do get caught. It's now a 5 versus 4. They've given up first pick. And if you're RE.LOAD here, you really don't want to lose this first round. But look at the coordination here from Havoc. Reaps is going to play it by the door, and I think this is really just kind of an element to cause some chaos because the rest of them are playing together. Here comes Plumber looking to reinforce Reaps. There's an Insin. Cream Baby 2 making their way up the stairs, but I just wonder, maybe this flank is not in time, and Stale finds one. Cream Baby 2 finds one. And it's now a 3 versus 4. RE.LOAD have the advantage in numbers. The EMP has not been planted. There we saw Cream Baby 1 take out Tuna. Plumber over in Green Hallway, and it's a 2 versus 4. But both Smith and Cream Baby are very, very low. So if Plumber can find the pick here, they're going to look for Smith, and they do take out Smith. Cream Baby 2 is also very low. And RE.LOAD is going to have a go at finishing up that EMP or finding a pick. They only have 45 seconds left, and RE.LOAD will find Cream Baby 1. Stalemate looking for the swing. They find one. And RE.LOAD is going to get pinched here by Cream Baby 2. And there it is. Stalemate finding the kill first. But RE.LOAD was just not in a winning situation there. And I think what we saw is RE.LOAD went for the EMP plant. And it really kind of got both them and their teammate killed. I would probably put my teammate lower on health on the EMP plants, and you use them as bait for the player with more health. So RE.LOAD on pace here for a decent defensive half. But we do see Smith buying a Canut. We see Cream Baby 1 and 2 both buying an Omen, and I'm getting a little concerned. There's no Vezin here from RE.LOAD. Granted, they're investing. But Retalker's picked up that Viper, and I'm just concerned for Reload. Have they misplayed here by not purchasing that rifle? We'll certainly see. Smith, pretty lethal with the Knut. I've played against Smith before. They're pretty good at closing that distance and finding that kill. Marku goes down to Mr. Peckham, though. That's not ideal. They've given up the first pick, and it was one of their cyclones, so they haven't lost any big weaponry or util just yet. Smith playing in the smoke, and there's the bait for the Knut. And you gotta wonder, is Smith gonna get too aggressive here? I think Tuna heard the audio cue, and Smith may pick up some damage here. There goes the smoke. A second one tossed by Smith. Oh, and they do manage to find one with the Knut. Oh, Plumber's going to go for that refrag. Cream Baby 1 finds one, and Plumber did manage to take out Smith, but Stalemate was there for the refrag, and it's now a 2 versus 2. Retalker moving up through generators. Cream Baby 1 hanging out towards the connector. Stalemate's watching the other connector over in generator. Reaps does manage to get that EMP. You gotta wonder, is this the time when you potentially switch things up and maybe go to the other site completely? They're thinking about it, but Retalker is going to continue to push into the site here, and I wonder if they might be getting a little too tunnel visioned. With only 55 seconds left on the clock, and Retalker goes down to Cream Baby 1. Reaps looking to pick up that SMG. They're in a winnable situation right now. They do have the better SMG. They find the kill onto Cream Baby 1. And it's now just down to Reaps versus Stalemate. Stalemate's giving up their position. Oh, I think that's curtains. Yeah, it is. And it was just a small misplay there from Stalemate. They did fire that Spectral a little too early, gave up their location to Reaps, and Reaps took full advantage of that to make it a 6-2 game. Match point here for Havoc over on Arctic. And unfortunately for Reload, they can no longer win this map. They can still tie it. But with the way Havoc's been playing, I don't think they're going to let Reload have this one easy. And I think we did see a bit of a misplay from Reload there. I always think it's smart. You've got to find that right balance with those Vezins. You know, if you do win the pistol round, I think it's smart to buy at least one so you can get those one-tap headshots. I think the sweet spot is 2. If you start to buy more than 2 Vezins, you're opening the door for one of those players to go down and potentially feed a Vezin to the other team. But I think there is such a thing as playing it a little too safe, and I believe that's what we saw from Reload in that previous round. But it is what it is. Tuna and Mr. Peckham upstairs. The Peckham family makes their way into the building. Smith over in Cloak is Marku taking out one, and it's going to look to push on Reaps here as they rotate back over into red, and Reaps making use of that cloaking device. And when you crouch and stay perfectly still, your concealment goes up even higher, and Smith is looking for one. They do manage to find Reaps. Good play there. They're looking for the second, and they do find it. Very well played by Smith, and Marku took out Mr. Peckham while they were at it. And it's now just down to Tuna. And Reload may have the ability to turn this into a tie. They're going to pick up their 3rd round here against the Peckham family, but they do still have to win 3 more back-to-back. And are we seeing a complete rotation from Tuna? Or are they just going to play it safe and go salvage what they have? They don't have any kind of extra utility, but this was a pretty big force buy here from the Peckham family, so I'm wondering maybe this isn't the best idea to push here into this 1v4. You know, there's just a time to get aggressive and there's a time to not. And I think the smarter option here for Tuna is just going to be to save that rifle. They may try this window here over on the stairs and catch a pick, but Reload aren't biting. They're not taking the bait. They're going to keep those 4 Vezins up. They've got 2 heals as well. And it doesn't look like Tuna's going to be able to pull off this 1v4 clutch. They're going to stay up on the roof and make it a 3-6 game as time will expire here on round number 9. On to round number 10, here we go, and once again, what could be the final round for Reload, but judging simply based off of the economies of both teams, I have a feeling this round will probably go to Reload. Now again, that doesn't mean that anything is guaranteed, but, I mean, we're looking at 5 Vezins against 2. Plenty of util in the hands of Reload. The goal here is just to keep as many teammates alive and do not let Peckham family take this round win at all. We'll see if that manages, if they can manage to find this round here. But Reload are not going to let them have it, and it doesn't look like they're going to let anybody play too far off of sight, and this is really the good pick here. You just want to make sure that because your opponent only has 2 Vezins up, Reload can see the amount of money that Havoc starts the round with, but they can't see what they've spent it on. But at the very least, you know that a Vezin costs $2,900 to buy. And so we're going to see Reload use that intel, and they're going to say, okay, they only have 2 Vezins, so everybody stay to the site and don't drop any Vezins anywhere. And if you do see a Vezin on the floor, pick it up, throw it somewhere that they will never find it. And a minute 30 on the clock as Smith playing a little bit more of an aggressive angle. Frag is tossed into Jim, but Reaps concealed by Jim. Minute 15 as Plumber makes their way through the green hallway, ever so closer to the site. They do have that EMP, and you're going to look for the plant very, very soon. But look at this angle from Cream Baby 1. Not letting the Vezin stick out. They're just playing very, very close to the wall here as the EMP is getting planted by Plumber, but look at the crossfire here from Reeves. However, the EMP does get planted. Marku not able to take out Plumber fast enough. Reeves finds one, picks up the second while they're at it. They're going to look for the third here. Stalemate, Cream Baby 2 suppressing Jim as Cream Baby 1 makes their way up green hallway, but Retalker was there, and they're going to find that kill. Reeps picks up their third kill. And it's going to look for the fourth here on Stalemate. But no, Stalemate catching the refrag, waiting for the push. They catch the second. They're going to look for the third on a Retalker, but they are running out of time to get that defuse in. They find the third on the Tuna, and Retalker's right behind them, and Stalemate has no choice but to try and defuse, and Retalker will catch that EMP, and there it is. A round number 1 win, or a map number 1 win for the Peckham family. Very, very well done from Havoc there. They made it look easy in some points, and Some other rounds, you could definitely tell that Reload was giving them a little bit more of a challenge than they thought they would. But Reload, again, I think just has to work a little bit on that gun skill. I'm seeing the strategy, but I think we need to see some refinement in that aim. And shout out to both Reaps and Retalker. Reaps going 18-5 that game. Retalker 10-6, hitting the double digits on their team. And shout out to Stalemate, the captain of Reload, goes 13-7. Those are all three of our double-digit players in that game. Map number 2 has been given to me. Let me see. It is going to be Factory. And we are going to head over to Factory for map number 2. Let me give the teams the go-ahead to start when they're ready. Let's take a quick look at the data here. Factory, the better map for the Peckham family. Actually, no, it's better for Reload. They played 61 rounds and they've won 66% of those. And the Peckham family have played 69 rounds and won 61% of them. But it is the Peckham family's best map. But Reload has better stats on it. In any case, we're going to go ahead and get started on our second map of this matchup, what could potentially be the final map. If Havoc pulls out another win here, we're going to Factory. We're back to where it all began. Not Arctic. It's been a long week. Factory, the original Breachers map. It's been around since even before Hideout and Skyscraper. This was the map played on the Breachers Alpha. Back when you only had a couple of different SMGs and weapons to use. And it's really interesting to see just how far this game has come. But players are still sticking to that original map and just staying with what they know. Reaps picks up a little bit of damage. They give a little bit of damage out to Cream Baby 1. But 2 minutes on the clock as we see a rotation here from Havoc. There's the frag. Excuse me, the incendiary toss into the back and very well placed. I think there's Retalker who threw it. And they got it in kind of a perfect location, cutting off any kind of rotation. Mr. Peckham pushing in, but Stalemate found Tuna Smith, picked up Mr. Peckham. And it's now a 3 versus 4 as Retalker catches one, but they're going to be potentially refragged by Cream Baby. No, they catch that kill. And it's now a 1 versus 2, but both Retalker and Plumber are quite low on health. Plumber looking to get that EMP down and planted. Retalker moves through Cubby, and they're going to look for one, but a bit of a misplay. Oh, my goodness. I didn't realize Reaps was still alive, but round number 1 goes to the Peckham family once again. They understand it now and are going to use this offensive momentum to buy themselves 2 shiny Vezins. And potentially find a second round against Reload. You gotta wonder what the mental's like for Reload now. Are they getting frustrated? Are they analyzing what they could be doing next? It's been a tough first map, but I think they do have strategy here. There's potential for this team. They just need to win a few more of these gunfights. Into round number 2 we go, as the Peckham family looking to pick up their second round here and continue the offensive momentum against RE.LOAD. Retalker, Reaps, and Mr. Peckham all moving into orange storage. As we do see a great frag, A-tier frag. Marku almost goes down to that. They're playing center right now. Plumber. Mr. Peckham over by the door. Smith picks up some damage, and here comes a frag tossed by Marku. Oh my goodness. And that could have been devastating. But a minute 45 on the clock as the incendiary has been tossed. Going to cut off a little bit of rotation from the big blue boxes player. Retalker finds the kill onto Cream Baby 2. And we're going to see a little bit of a dissection here on this reload defense. Cream Baby 1 is going to look to take out the window player. Mr. Peckham finds their double kill. Plumber! Oh, Cream Baby 1 finds that kill. But they just weren't fast enough. And Tuna is going to take out Cream Baby 1 to give round number 2 to the Peckham family. All right, round 3. Here we are on Factory. And I got to say I'm a little concerned about Reload's economy here. Smith is opting to play with the Knut. And we're seeing only 2 Vezins up and around that the other team, that the losing team typically has 3 or more. I'm going to look for some picks onto Havoc here. Maybe play off side a little bit, but no matter what way you slice it, this is going to be tough for Reload. They're going to have to find some momentum, and they're going to have to find it soon. Preferably starting on this round. Get control over things before they get too out of hand. Stalemate finds the kill on the Plumber, making use of that omen. Incendiary's toss in. Smith finds the kill onto Tuna and is pushing in. That EMP now stranded over in Cubby. And whoever wants to try planting that is going to have to deal with Smith and the Hot Dog Knut. Probably my favorite skin in the game. Reaps finds one. Mr. Peckham picked up the kill on a Marku, and Smith just switching up the angles here. Oh man, we're seeing they just got picked apart. They gave up a lot of ones here to the Peckham family, and it came back to haunt them as a hat trick for Havoc. And we just haven't seen the response that I was expecting Reload to put in here. I don't know. We're still early into map number 2, but they're having some problems here with their defense. You can see there's some struggle going on here, and hopefully their team mental is still fine. When you're in kind of these repeat losing situations here, they again lost map 1, 3-7, and they're down another 3 rounds here. You just gotta hope that this team isn't getting too frustrated, and that they're staying in the game, because they again do have potential. We just need to see them find some early picks here. That'd be a good start. And Retalker picks up some damage, but Smith is forced to rotate back, and Smith trying some early aggressive plays and getting a little aggressive with the Knut. Did manage to find a pick in the previous round. Actually 2 picks. So switching things up a little bit on Havoc might be a good idea, but Cream Baby 2 finding the kill on the Mr. Peckham. 2 minutes on the clock now. A 5 versus 4. Only a minute 50 left. And here comes the flank from Plumber. Do they have a frag? They do not, but they're going to wait. And there's the shootout onto the door blocker. Plumber's going to pick off Cream Baby 1 first here. No, they find stalemate. Oh, are they going to get aggressive here? They're going to look for Cream Baby, and they find the double kill. Tuna takes out one. Marku on the flank. Manages to find Reeves, but there's Retalker. 4-0. It is slipping out of their hands very, very fast. And they just lost that door blocker, and that really kind of started the downfall in that round. I mean, Havoc, the Peckham family, excuse me, really understands it now. Let's see. Look at this. One, looking for the second. Walks right in, headshot on a Cream Baby 1. Beautiful. Perfect shot placement there from Plumber. They knew exactly where to aim. Right in center, that's usually where somebody sits. And it paid off. I mean, the tremendous kill we saw there. Great double. And the Peckham family are, well, they're fast on their way to closing this out. Only 3 more rounds. Only 2 in this first half. And they'll lock out Reload. But only 3 to actually walk away with the full win on the map. And there goes the breaching foam. Drone moving down into storage. Clearing out, gaining as much intel as it can. But Peckham family have really played this the same way that they have been playing it. Taking space, getting control. Reload has not put anybody off site. Smith picking up some damage in the back of the site. There's a second incendiary toss. And again, perfect incendiary lineups from the Peckham family. And so just denying any opportunity to push up onto that EMP player. And Mr. Peckham is already positioned well. Reeves finds the kill on a market. Green Baby's looking for one, but Plumber will find that. And Mr. Peckham catches that kill onto Smith, not giving Reload an opportunity here. Reeves finds the kill onto Stalemate. The coordination is insane as Cream Baby 2 makes their way through lab and over into lockers, but this is just not a situation that you want to be in. A 1 versus 4. Granted, Tuna, Reeps, and Plumber are relatively low on health, but Retalker is sitting on top of the roof at full health with that Vezin and that heal, and picks up some damage. Are they just, they just died in their own fire? Oh my goodness, no way. Cream Baby 2 found the kill there. Are we starting to say, okay, there's no chance that Cream Baby 2 can defuse in time, but, well, they got a heal and a Vezin off of that, so I think, I don't know, I think maybe we're seeing Havoc underestimate their opponent a little bit. They're kind of saying, oh, we've got this win already, which you don't want to do because things can change like that in the blink of an eye. But certainly for Reload, this is their last chance to prevent that first half lockout. Mental's got to be bad. I tend to think it's leaning towards that way, Ivis. When they're getting hit this hard from the Peckham family. Even if you've got good mental and it's hard to bring your team's mental down, this is one of these circumstances where that could very well happen. Losing this many rounds in a row is just tough. It's tough to take, and here comes what we're going to see, the full send from Havoc, and I think they might just be counting this done as Mr. Peckham finds the kill on the Smith. We're seeing some Jesper fire here. And a push. We might just see a full send down the hatch. Marku does find Mr. Peckham. Plumber takes out Stalemate, cutting off that flank. Reaps upstairs, takes out Marku. And here comes the push into Site A. Double incendiary is tossed. Reaps upstairs. Cream Baby finds that kill. So now the EMP is down over on Orange Stairs. Cream Baby 1 and 2 finding some kills. It's now a 2 versus 2. Well, did they get a little bit too silly over here on the Peckham family? We'll find out. Cream Baby takes out Plumber and Tuna, finding that kill. It's now a 1 versus 1, but Tuna has the EMP. And here's the problem for Cream Baby 2. They do not have position here. They're going to have to push up on that EMP. Tuna caught by the proximity alarm. Oh, this is interesting. I think maybe Cream Baby 2 is reading what's happening here, but Tuna is just playing far into Museum, and they're just going to keep pushing back and giving space, but oh no, Cream Baby 2 is falling right into the trap here. There's a whoop. Wait, they're too far over to the side. No, Cream Baby 2! No! You know what they say, pros don't fake, and we could have seen that reload rounds that they needed if Cream Baby 2 just stuck the defuse. And we saw Stalemate try it earlier, and Retalker did win that round, but when you're in a situation like that, just stick the defuse. I've seen a number of potential clutches this season go down the drain because, well, somebody let go of the EMP. They didn't defuse it. You know what they say, everybody. Pros don't fake. In any case, a first half lockout from the Peckham family. And they are well on their way to closing this game out in this round. All they have is one defensive round to win. And Reload have no hope of winning this map, but they can tie. However, they have a lot of work to do. Look at this, a full-on meetup here in Orange Storage. But it's the thing about Havoc, you know, they've been playing silly, but they are still managing to get round wins here. They got pretty aggressive, pretty over-aggressive on that previous round, and they did lose some players. Cream Baby 2 finds Retalker. First pick goes to Reload, and that could be very, very promising for this Reload offense. Smith finds Plumber, and so now 2 Havoc players are down. Mr. Peckham out in assembly. Tuna playing center, and Reaps over in Site A. And I think just the numbers here, the volume of players may go in favor of Reload. But Tuna found one. They're getting burned in that incendiary, and their positioning is just in a really tough spot. But Mr. Peckham finds Marku. The EMP is also down in Orange Storage. They know they have it there. Cream Baby finds one. Smith finds one, and it's now just down to Reaps, who is over in connector. They managed to pick up one on a Cream Baby 2. They're looking for, oh, they almost find Cream Baby 1. But it doesn't quite happen, and now Reload have picked up their first round of the second half. They're saying, no, we are not going to get shut out here on map number 2. We're going to go ahead and take that round 1 win, and there's the Vezins that I think we needed to see. In situations like this, you got to get into the let's tie this. We're not leaving without fighting. I agree with that. Speaking from personal experience, on Brug, we call it the Brug Special. When we have no choice but to tie up the map. It happens. It's happened quite a few times so far, the Brug Special. Kind of our signature move. If we can't get the win, we'll just make sure nobody wins. But in any case, here we go. Round number 8. Again, what could be the final round here, but Marku finds Plumber. Getting that early pick. Mr. Peckham rotates back over into site A, and we're seeing some off-site roaming happening from the Peckham family. RE.LOAD doing their best to clear out angles. They're pretty spread apart here. Green Baby 2 over on the other side of the map. They're looking to wrap the upstairs here, and the only concern I have is if Retalker can push up onto their back line and maybe take out Smith and Marku and drop both of those Vezins. Smith and Marku pick up some damage from the wall. No, Retalker, don't do it. Oh, they find one. There's a Vezin down. That's 2 Vezins down. Retalker. Oh, there's a 3rd down. Retalker is on a rampage. They're looking for stalemate. Oh, no. Oh, no. Absolute devastation. And there was just nobody watching that flank. And Retalker caught that. And it's now just down to Cream Baby 2. And there you have it. This man right here, Retalker, absolutely crushed that offense from RE.LOAD and took map 2 for them. Absolutely shutting down those 2 Vezins. I got to see that one more time. Look at this. Finds Marku. Picks up the 2nd. That's both Vezins down. A 3rd went to try and get that Vezin, and Retalker just cleans up the 3rd. Absolute brutality here from the Peckham family as they take not only the first map win, but also the series win over RE.LOAD. And what an effort it was by both teams today, but there it is. 10-3 from Retalker. The only player to head into the double digits this game. And, well, RE.LOAD, they're going to be hit back down the order, I reckon, after this loss. But, you know, it is what it is. They put in a good effort. They had good strategy here. I just think when you get to this level, the top 10 level, it doesn't just become about strategy. It also becomes very much about gun skill, your ability to win fights. And that's something that you're going to see. Now, there are teams like Valor who are really kind of, I think, the evolved form of RE.LOAD, and what I think RE.LOAD might want to try to be like, where you have those great plays and good gun skill, and that's done wonders for Valor's season. And I think RE.LOAD is heading in the right direction again with some of these great plays, but in the end, they lost a lot of fights here. They made some misplays, miscalls, and it just didn't work out for them. But it is what it is, and this is a learning experience. We'll see if RE.LOAD can bounce back once again and maybe have another shot at the top 10. But before we go, we do want to thank the sponsors that make the Breachers VRML possible, starting off, of course, with Triangle Factory, the developers of Breachers, and in addition to the VRML gun skin, they're also contributing to the prize pool. You can buy that Breachers VRML gun skin for 100 in-game credits right now. And they've also provided some finalist skins to our top teams in the past. Big thank you to Triangle Factory. They just teased an image for the new map. Excuse me. So make sure you go and check that out and let us know what you think it will be in the comments. But big thank you once again to Triangle Factory, as well as a shout out to HyperX. My keyboard is currently a HyperX keyboard, and I have a HyperX mouse pad. Fantastic equipment here. When I record some VRML content and I need to communicate with people in a voice channel, I use the HyperX wireless gaming Bluetooth headset, which has provided a great audio quality and allows me to record on the go. And of course, you do have the Quadcast 2 microphone for crystal clear sound, and the Ally Alloy Origin 75 wireless keyboard for pro level play. You also have the Vision S for immersive visuals. And you can get 15% off MRSP off of fully priced HyperX products in North America using code HXVRML23. So get yourself a nice little discount if you're going to invest in HyperX. Of course, also ProTube VR, which provides the best rifle mounts and accessories. Help stabilize your aim in-game by picking up a MagTube stock. Put your controllers into cups that magnetically connect with a fully adjustable stock. With a variety of products ranging from Beat Saber to joystick mounts, ProTube VR is your one-stop shop for controller peripherals. And finally, Exclaim, the VRML merchandise store, and it offers a variety of custom VRML merch. We've joined forces with Exclaim because they enable teams to set up their very own merch stores, which some teams have done. Sell their team's gear through Exclaim and tap into a whole new level of fan engagement. And if you're interested in an exclusive store rate discount while supporting the league, consider affiliating with the VRML via Exclaim. So big thank you to all of the sponsors that make these streams possible, allow us to keep the lights running, and thank you as well for continuing to check out the streams, because that also helps us keep the lights running over here on the VRML. Until the next cast tomorrow, you'll see me again at 9 p.m. for Acer versus Formula 3. This might be the biggest match we've had so far in this season. You don't want to miss it. That's 9 p.m. EST. And until then, I will see you later. And if you don't have time to check out that matchup, have a fantastic Thanksgiving if you're over here in North America. But until next time, I'm Gibular Bob. I'll see you all in the next cast. Have a fantastic rest of your night, everybody.
VRML is brought to you by Helga, the esports manager, Triangle Factory. Thanks for watching VRML.